Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Transformers Reviews. And guys, today we are taking a look at Beast Wars Basic Class Terrorsaur. However, guys, this is not the re-release. No. This is the original boy. One of the telltale signs of this is if you look at the new guy, he's actually missing color on the top of his fist. Well, as you can see with our boy here, he has actually got his fully colored fist. Plus, the other telltale sign is that if you can see there, it says 1995 for the stamp date instead of 2022. So in looking at our boy here, one of the things that I've always loved is just the detailing for like his wings and stuff. It's got that organic texture. Plus, you can kind of see the scaly little back that he's got going on here. I mean, just this thing is amazing for as small as it is, even on the underarms. Plus, I love this about the Beast Wars figures is that rather than giving a lot of them realistic looking eyes, they just went with a solid color. Plus the fact that they went to as much detail as they did with the teeth. That is amazing. Now, one thing that I never noticed all these years of having this figure is that his beak was not painted, which means that whenever Target gets the recolor of his Kingdom figure, that's going to look kind of funny when the beak is not painted. But it'll be interesting to see this applied to this guy right here. So as we can see, obviously his new Kingdom figure does definitely dwarf him in size and, well, really every other way. But, you know, come on, we're comparing a 95 to what, a 2022 figure, so it's a little bit of an unfair comparison. So here we have him with his Commander Crocodile Megatron and our girl on the far left, Manta Ray. And, you know, he scales pretty nicely with these three. I mean, I like the way that the three of these look together. I mean, you've got land, air, and water, you know, all in one shot here, so that's kind of cool also. Now, I've shown you guys what he looks like with contemporaries of the same size. However, when you start looking at other figures that he was supposed to work in tandem with, you can see that he is greatly of a smaller size. Now, okay, you know, today we have core class, right? And the core class guys work within their own scale. They're not meant to be, you know, put up with the bigger boys. Well, however, when you look at these guys, there was no core class. I mean, he is a basic class, but he was meant to stand in alongside these very guys right here. Despite that, how does old Leatherwings look in robot mode? Now, the thing about him, he did not look like this in the show at all. He had more of just these kind of wing things on his arms. It was a very slim design. There are some design cues, like obviously a pterodactyl head on his back. The head is kind of the right shape despite the colors not being there, which, look at those green eyes. Now, one of the small things that I love how they replicated in the Kingdom figure is like those little spikes on his feet, which you can see the detailing is there for these, but that is actually accurate to the show because at one point Terrorsaur had Rat Trap pinned down to the ground and Rat Trap actually had like a finger or two wrapped around the horn on his foot. But I love the fact that even on this toy they went to that level. Now, the one thing is you'll see the cavity back here behind his head. And that is actually where his gun stores, and it folds up, and it is quite a chore to get this out. You have to get like a pen or something just to pop it out. And so here you can see Terrorsaur again squaring off with this robot nemesis. And man, I just even in robot mode, I love it. Can't beat it. Of course, I'm a little biased, I know that, but let's see how he squares off against his new updated version. Obviously, if we're going to compare the two, this guy doesn't stand a chance. But one thing that people talk about, oh, is that's not accurate to Terrorsaur's blaster. What's ironic is you look at the original figure, his blaster is more in line with what you see in the animation model. I think the Kingdom guys was actually more meant to be somewhere between this pistol and the rifle that he had in Call of the Wild. But it is just kind of nice to see these two guys finally side by side. As you can see, he is no match against the mass and might that is Megatron and Inferno. Terrorsaur is emblematic of an era that before Kenner really kind of got its stuff together, because all the basic guys you can kind of see, with the exception of maybe like Rat Trap, that none of the other ones really look like they're CG models. But by the time we got to like Megatron and obviously Inferno, they're starting to look a lot like their show models a little bit closer. So I'm just happy to have him in the collection, even if he does look pretty small against some of the big players. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this look at the basic class version of Beast Wars Terrorsaur. And until next time, guys, we'll see you in another review.
Hey, where's Leatherpuss going?
He always was a coward.